Morning, guys. It's very cold. Good morning. Morning, guys. It's really, really cold. I hope you can hear me. Very, very cold this morning. It's very, very cold. But nonetheless, we'll keep trucking. We'll keep pushing. Nonetheless. So, good morning to you all. Good morning. Welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. Just wanted you to see, give you updates about what's going on. You will not be able to hear me, or I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. There are things going on. Yesterday evening, there was some talk about coup. People are very nervous. There are meetings going on about coup going on and may happen and all of that. We hope not. It's not something we want. Thank you very much, honey. Thank you. It's not what we want. We don't need coups. It's not what we need. But let us look at that. There is no smoke without fire. Like I said, we have a government now, but we cannot rule out that others may be trying other things now to find a way to take over power again. That is quite possible. We can't ignore it. We can't rule it out. We cannot just go, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, we're just imagining it. But I want you to think of something. However, I want us all to think about something. Let us look at what is happening. Let us look at what's happening in terms of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. If you look at those three, let us look at what's happening there really. 1 second, guys. 1 second, give me a sec. Sorry, yeah. So if you look at those three countries, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali, the people in those countries, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali, and even Guinea, they are in support of the people that took over power from the puppets. They are in support of the people that took over power from the puppets in Burkina Faso, in Niger, and in Mali. If you know, in Niger, for example, they deposed Bazoum. Bazoum was deposed, and General Chian took over in Niger. In Burkina Faso, the young man took over. Ibrahim Traore took over from the people who were there before, who were working for the French. Now, in those three countries, let's look at this properly. In those three countries, they are all French, the French-speaking countries. So, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and even Guinea, they are all French. And what happened is that they've decided, right, no, they're going to take over power. And the people support them. The people in those countries support them. They are supported by the people in those three countries. They give them the support. That is to say, they say, okay, you know what? Yeah, we see what is going on. We support this. And we want you to. So the people are protecting the people, the military officers. The Assimi Goïta of Mali is being protected. Ibrahim Traore is being protected. And of course, General Chiani of Niger. So much so that the Nigerian government and ECOWAS have now said, oh, okay, by the way, we're not at war. We are lifting the sanctions on you now. Please, we want you to come back. They are begging them to come back. And at the same time, look at what's happening in Nigeria. They are nervous about coups. Now, I'm not saying I support coups. I'm not saying I support coups. But what I'm saying is that when the people are not with the government, the people are not with the government. So if the government had the people on their side and they were providing what people needed, the people will fight against anybody trying to put any coup, to carry out any coup. But that's not what's happening in Nigeria right now. Everybody's hungry. The government is not there for them. And the people feel powerless. And if they feel powerless, they'll probably just say, you know what, whoever's going to take a coup, as long as you support us, we don't have a problem with that. Sorry, thank you. We don't have a problem with that. We don't have a problem with you taking over. Give me a second, please. Give me a second. We don't have a problem with you taking over. We haven't got a problem because our government is not protecting us. So why should we stop you from taking over? Now, like I said, I'm not saying that I support any coup, but obviously the system and the suffering is going on so much now that somebody can take advantage of that situation. That's what I'm saying. Somebody can take advantage of it and they can actually take a coup. Now, because the people are suffering, the people may just say, well, as long as we get food, then we will support whatever. And that is what we are risking right now. That is what we are risking. Those in power need to be aware that this is a strong possibility that this can happen. And that's the reality that we cannot ignore. There's a strong possibility that this coup can actually happen. Like play, it can become a real thing. Now, the people don't necessarily want it, but if they're not supported, if they feel that they're not being protected, they're starving, then they have little choice but to just stand and go, okay, you know what? Sorry about this. I just had to fix this. Something has happened here and I'm trying to fix it. So give me a minute whilst I fix that. Give me a minute, please. So the point I'm making here is that the coup is not something that people want. But they may well go for it because the people in government don't care. I will come and talk more about this later on. I will look at pictures of those people as we are talking. We'll come and talk about it and we'll look at the pictures of the people that I mentioned. Ibrahim Goita, Ibrahim Traore, Asim Goita, and General Chiani. We'll come and look at those pictures in depth and study it. But I just thought it's something we should really look at. Now that we're hearing murmurings of coup, it may well happen. But what are your thoughts? How do you feel? Do you think a coup is what we need? I don't think we need a coup. I don't think so. I think we need to look at things in a way that's more... thank you. I think it's more important that we actually demand for good governance and participate in our governance. I think that's where we need to go. To be honest with you, that's my gut feeling. I want to continue anyway. I'm having to get one or two things, so I'm having to get one or two things, so I came out here. But just bear with me. Oops. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, thank you. Sorry, it's okay. Sorry, I'm going to. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So what am I saying? What I'm saying basically is that we need to really be very, very clear that we do not allow ourselves to be pulled this way or the other. And again, I keep saying it. In the end, the people in those countries, in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in Niger, they are protecting the government. The French government, if I recall, they tried to actually depose the Niger government, and the people stood up for them. That's because the people believe in that government. That's because they believe that the people who are coming are working for them, they're supporting them. And that is something that we have to be aware of, that it is lacking. Our people do not feel our people do not feel protected um, by those in government. And that says a lot about our governance. I just had to get one or two things in the shop, so that's why you see me doing this. But like I said, it is very, very cold, so excuse my dressing the way I am now. But please don't forget that you're watching this anyway. The platform will speak to subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up. Help us grow the platform. We really do need to support. It's very, very important that we support us. We really need that support from you as we go ahead. Would you like to continue? Jeez. Sorry. Right. Anyway, that's just wait. Okay, so give me a minute. Do this now. Give me a second, please. Give me a second. I need to get one or two things here. So that's why I'm doing that now. Yeah, so like I'm saying, this talk of coups and things is something we need to be aware of. Don't forget, please subscribe to Citizen AY, the platform always speaks with power. Help us grow the platform. It's very, very cold. That's why you see me like dressed as an Eskimo and everything. It's very, very cold. But like I said, I needed to be. Yeah, I am recovering somewhat from what has been going on. Oh, sorry. You okay? Sorry.
Getting things set.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I have to watch my weight. Yeah. So. Okay. So. Anyway. So. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly get this done. Just get bear with me, please. Okay. Thanks. Give me a minute, please. So you have to get one or two things. So I can't get that. So. Morning. Hi there.
Oh, how are you, sir?
Yeah, so it's cold this morning, isn't it?
Freezing, mate.
Oh God.
Oh, I must admit. But then it's going to get warmer.
Well.
Yeah,
When?
Okay. Well, yeah,
When?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. When? Take it out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, forget that. So yeah, I came to get one or two things in the shop, but like I said, I wanted to just talk about this, and I want to always give you an opportunity to be aware of something. Please don't forget, go down to Citizen AY on the website www.citizeny.org. I'm going to be sending a mail. I encourage you to join. I'm going to set up something in there so you can actually have a mailing list, so we can give you updates about what we're doing on there and how you can participate. We really need your support. We need your support in growing that platform now, because what's going on now is just not acceptable at all. On it. It is not acceptable at all. You have to participate in your governance. It is that simple. And you have the power. You see, you have the resources. In the Western world, the fact of the matter is they don't have the resources that we have. And that's the reality that many people don't know. When you come to the Western world, they haven't got the resources that we have. And I think we've got to be very, very clear about that. And they always say, oh, we haven't got the management. Oh, that's what's going on. No, that is... So I'm having to cover myself. Of course, it's very cold this morning, so do beg your pardon. Yeah, so I think, now I've been uninterrupted discussion. I think so. I have to do that. So, yeah. So what I'm saying, what am I saying? I'm saying that, look, we have the power to hold our governor to account. the military in those countries, they've taken over because the people, they saw the suffering, and they are very, very clear about why they took over. And the people are protecting them. The military in Niger, in Mali, and Burkina Faso, they took away, thank you, they took over. And the people are supporting them. So much so that when the French tried to take over, it's very, very cold. You see, I'm going on my thing. On my mobile scooter, you can see that's the scooter that you see me on now. So, yeah, like I was saying, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, in those cases, those military men decided to take over power because the government, the so-called democratic government, wasn't working for the people. What were they doing? They were lining their pockets. With public funds, and they were making the people starve. So the people are in support. The people of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, they are in support of the military taking over in those countries. Now, the reason why that is the case, because they felt and they saw that the government was not protecting the people. The puppets were working for the colonials in those countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Those countries, those leaders, Bazoum is a puppet of the French, and we need to really understand that. So, in Nigeria, we have to ask that question. Are our leaders working for us? We need to ask that question among ourselves. What evidence do we have that our leaders are working for us? What evidence? Do you have good roads? Do you have water? Do you have light? The money that you're supposed to be getting, the Federal Account Allocation Committee monthly payment, where is that money going? We must ask questions. Thank you very much. We must ask questions. If we don't ask questions, we will continue to suffer. Like I said, many of us who come to Europe, we think that, Europe has got everything. But Europe hasn't got anything. They haven't got the resources that we have. Europe hasn't got the mineral resources that we have. In Nigeria, we have over 40 mineral resources alone, just in Nigeria. But where are those resources going? That's the question you must ask as a sovereign. We need to get you to ask questions. And you do not have to speak English. I'm speaking in English now because I'm on an English platform. I'm going to come and do this on a Yoruba platform where we're going to be talking in Yoruba. So that you can ask questions. So you can demand your rights. Many of these countries that we're going to, many of us, myself included, I know for a fact that the countries that we're rushing to, we're going to Europe, we're going to this, they haven't got the resources that we have. But they want us all to believe that that's the best place for us to go so that they can have unfettered access to our resources. And that's what's going on. So we must understand now that it is important and imperative, it's incumbent on us to begin to participate in our governance. And they're going to say, the military took over in these countries. They're going to say that. They're going to say, look, the military took over in Niger. They took over in Burkina Faso. And that's dangerous. That's all of that. But look at the people. The people are supporting the military government in Burkina Faso, in Niger, and in Mali, because the military are protecting the interest of the people. The people now realize that the government is working for them. The question I want to ask you is the Nigerian government working for you? I'm not saying, this is not about Tinubu. The entire system is what I'm talking about. I'm going to say this for nothing. I happen to believe that those people who are trying to do the coup against Tinubu now, they want to continue to milk the resources from the land without anybody questioning them. That's what they want. Now, Tinubu has got plans to change things, from what I understand. But if they feel that they are losing power, they may take control. It is possible. They may take control of Nigeria because they want to take the resources and continue to loot. That is where you and I come in. We must exercise our powers as sovereigns. We need to say no to this kind of thing. Sorry. If I get permission there? Right. So we need to really understand that what is going on now, we must pay attention collectively. We must pay attention collectively. Please, as they're watching, subscribe, share, hit the notification box and give us thumbs up. You're watching Cisnewide, the platform where we speak truth to power. And the reason why the broadcast has happened this morning, and I'm probably going to come and talk about later on, is we're hearing talks that there are military men, the military are having, or the army, the armed forces are having meetings in Nigeria right now. It started from yesterday evening, making sure that they are alert because they are worried that some people may want to try and have a coup and take over power from the current government. The question I want to put to you all is this. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about those people possibly coming to try and take over? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Thanks. Cheers. How do you feel about that? And thinking of what they did in Niger. In Niger, they took away Bazoum. Bazoum was was deposed from power because the people's needs were not met. And as soon as they took away Bazoum from power, the people supported the military government in Niger. Now, I'm not saying that is the solution for us in Nigeria. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that is the government. You need to ask yourself a question. If you are suffering, there is no safety, there's no security, and the money that the state governments have been paid by Tinubu said they paid something like 30 billion, I think, to the governors. And they're saying they haven't received a penny and all of that. Who's lying? Who's speaking the truth? These are questions we need to ask. I will come back this morning and I'm going to talk to you about the Federal Account Allocation Committee money. Do you know that money that they're getting, that is what they're using to trade, to buy dollars. The Federal Account Allocation Committee, the naira that they receive, they go and trade in dollars. And that dollar doesn't go into the economy. It goes to sending their kids on holidays, themselves on holidays, medical treatment abroad, their girlfriends. It doesn't come into the economy. You need to be aware of that. So when they are hearing, when you are now hearing this talk about, a coup is about to take place, we need to be very, very. What does that mean for us? At the time we must begin to participate in our governance collectively. We cannot stand here and hope that somebody will do it for you. Oh, they will come and do it. The government has promised. You cannot trust any government promise because the government, they work for their own pockets. The governors, the money meant for you, you can see. The money that's meant for you, instead of them giving it to you, what did they do? They took that money and they went to what? They went and buy dollars with your money. Buy dollars with your money and keep it for themselves. That's what's going on. The government, Tinubu's government said, and I will give you evidence of that in the payments that they made, that they paid them money. They paid the state government money. Where's that money gone? The state government also controls the money meant for your local government. So you see, if you do not participate in your government and you're busy praying on your knees, you're not helping yourself. You're helping yourself. So the platform here, Citizenry, the platform where we speak truth power, is geared towards making sure that you know your powers as a sovereign. Section 14.2a states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. You need to know that those powers you possess and you can use it, and you must exercise those powers. You must exercise those powers. We are trying to encourage you that the only option that you have left now is to exercise those powers collectively. Hold those we elect to office to account right now. And if this coup happens, your job doesn't stop there. You need to make sure that you hold everybody to account. They must answer questions. Sorry. They must answer your concerns. And that is what we have been trying to do on this platform, to really make sure that we bring this to your attention, that you possess powers that you previously didn't know you possess. You can hold them to account. And like I said, I will keep using Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso as an example. In those three countries, the people are in support of the military that took over because they know that the puppets in power have been looting. You understand? They've been looting from them. And that's what they didn't want anymore. They're fed up with that. The people got fed up with money looted from them. So what did they do? The people support. They are in support of the military taking over in those countries. Now, if a coup were to happen in Nigeria, I'm not saying it is going to happen. We don't know. I don't have those facts. But if there are information that's flying around about coup, we cannot ignore it. And the reason why people may support a coup is because there is no safety, there's no security. And the government of the day since 1999 have prevented you from participating in your governance. They prevented you. They lied to you. They prevented you from taking your role as a citizen and holding those you elected to office to account. Now, with what is going on, you have the opportunity to do so. You have the opportunity. You will have the opportunity to participate in the governance. And I want us to emphasize this. I'm emphasizing this. Please, in your local language, you must participate in your governance. It's not about English anymore now. I know I'm speaking to you in English, but like I said, I will come back on this platform on Oduduwa TV Radio 2, and I will speak in Yoruba, because I need you to understand that this is likely to happen. When you're hearing rumors about coups, it may happen. No prayer will save you from that coup. No prayer. No prayer will save you from that coup. There is no prayer that can save you from the coup. But what can save you from the coup is you begin to participate in your governance. You begin to question everybody in government. You begin to understand that you are a sovereign and you have every right, be it military, be it civilian, to question them. That look, we are the sovereigns of this land. The land belongs to us. Our resources is our resources, and we demand that those resources be used to improve our lives, our roads, our water, our light, our schools, our bridges, our healthcare. Coup is obviously not the first option one wants, but nothing is working in Nigeria. Nigeria is not working. Coup is not the option that many of us want. What we want is a nation where the money meant for roads is spent on roads. Right now, the money meant for your local government is spent by your governors, your House of Reps, your senators, to give to their family and their friends and their girlfriends abroad, to go on health trips abroad, to go on holidays, to buy homes abroad, with the money meant for your roads, for your water, for your light, for your schools, for your bridges. You can no longer be on your knees and pray. That prayer is a distraction. If you are praying as a Christian, as a Muslim, and you think that will solve your problem, you are very much mistaken. You've been lied to, and it's time you woke up. So the object of this platform is to awaken your knowledge, to make you know you possess the powers to hold your government to account. Section 14.2 again, I'm going to read. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's 14.2a. 14.2c. The participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Please, we need you all to begin to use those powers. I think I'll read it in Yoruba. I'll read it to you in Yoruba. Oh gosh, sorry, something just was about to blow over now, so I was a little bit. Anyway, so the reason I'm doing this program is for us to know that there's a coup that may happen, and we need to be prepared. And our role is to ensure that whatever coup happens, that those who carry out that coup do not end up dominating the people. We must ensure that our voices are heard. We do not go quiet and allow those who are going to try and use this coup to continue to keep us oppressed in our land. No. If the coup is like what happened in Niger, then we can support it. If it happens like in Niger, if it's not, no. But we have to be aware now that we possess powers that we can use to hold our governance to account. And that is the object of today's broadcast. I'm going to come and talk about this later on in greater detail. But for now, I just wanted to just make you aware that, biblical stories. People don't participate in governance, but just want changes to happen as narrated in. Thank you. You hit the nail on the head. So listen, I'm going to go and come back. Give me 5-10 minutes. I'm going to go and come back. But I wanted to just talk about this briefly. Just reason, thank you so much. So there will be more to talk about. We're going to talk about this in greater detail, and we're going to make comparisons between the Nigerian government, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. We'll continue to make sure we advocate for the people exercising their rights as sovereigns. Thank you so much. You've been watching. This is Newa, the platform where we speak to you about later on. Thank you. Bye for now. Pardon? Okay, back in a minute.